I am so amazed at how many people have so many reasons and excuses why they don't make it in life. And they blame every other person other than themselves for where they are. And, I reflect and I look back at my life. I didn't have the best upbringing. I didn't, we didn't grow up having the best cars. But I can never look back and blame my father for me being where I am today. Success depends totally and solely on the second letter, which is none other than you. We look at the former president of America, Barack Obama, an amazing example of how you don't end up the way you started. If you read his biography of his life, of where he began and where he ended up, it totally depended on him to being where he ended up being. Now, so many people have the most elaborate, eloquent excuses why they are where they are at. And I can guarantee you, if you continue to have such excuses in your life, you are going nowhere. And you are not ever going to be remembered for accomplishing anything until you decide to make a conscious, deliberate effort to do something progressive with your life. I have so many role models. Aliko Dangote, a man who is the richest man in Africa. If you look at his story and how he became who he is today, it is solely because he made a decision. Some of you can say, yeah, he got a loan from his uncle, but he had to do something in order for him to succeed. If we look at Oprah Winfrey, she came from a very abusive relationship, upbringing, where she, at a young age, she was abused. But she didn't let people's opinions hinder her. She didn't let what other people thought about her and her TV show hinder her from becoming who she is today. And she is one of the richest females out there, self-made. If you look at it, at Benjamin Franklin, former president of the United States, an amazing man with an amazing story. And guess what? His upbringing did not determine who he became. He had a vision, a plan, and a purpose for where he wanted to be. And he stayed true to it until he finally got it. If you look here in Zimbabwe, the likes of Philip Chianga, he grew up selling maize cobs, but he is one of the richest landowners in Zimbabwe. So he did not let his past determine where he should end up being. And he is one of the most hardest working individuals I know. If you look at Strive Masiwa, he did not have the best upbringing. So don't ever let people blame other people for you not being where you're supposed to be. You need to blame no one else but yourself. So many of us have the greatest reasons why we are not where we are, and we look at other successful people and we think, wow, they are more, fortunate than us. But Strive Masiwa had to work hard at it. He didn't blame anybody else, and he knew he had to make it work. So did all the other people that I spoke about. Now I want you to reflect on you today. Are you doing something in order for you to become a better person? Are you blaming the school you went to? Are you blaming your parents? I want you to look at this video and to look at yourself and blame nobody else but you for being where you are at. Don't ever blame your past, your upbringing, your parents for you being in the place that you're at. Blame yourself, because you are totally responsible. I always tell people everywhere I speak that when you go to heaven and they play back a video of the life you should have lived and what you should have accomplished in God, you are going to be one of the most frustrated people, having seen what God had purposed you to be. But the thing that kept you at ground zero was your excuses, was what you thought could never be done, was what you thought that no, education is what is key. But that's not it. You have to make a decision to doing something different in order for you to get different results. Do not blame anybody. You are the captain of your ship. You are responsible for being the person that you want to be. So stop looking around and blaming everybody else around you other than yourself. Be the person that God purposed you to be. And I can guarantee you, you will achieve. Yo, it's your boy George Billionaire. God bless you, you, and you. Stop complaining. Stop blaming everybody else. And start looking at yourself. Because you are the solution to a problem. You are the solution to something that somebody out there needs. Find what it is that you need to be a solution for. And start working on it. And never, ever, ever give up on it until you reach that destination called success in whatever God purposed you to be. Yo, God bless you. Have an awesome, amazing day.